Let's go, girls.
From New York City to Los Angeles, Powered Up with Beck and Franklin is giving women of all ages permission to live the life they've always dreamed of. Why live in black and white when you can choose the brilliance of 3D and Technicolor? Each week, Sandra, Beck, and Linda Franklin and their high-powered guests will be here to cheer you on, to share their challenges, their successes, and what they've learned along the way. It's all about women supporting women. The stories and practical tips on sex, beauty, money, and so much more are designed to help you reconnect to the powerful woman you are. Fabulous knows no limits. Now it's time for you to expand your boundaries. Here are Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin.
Hey ladies, this is Sandra Beck and I'm here with Linda Franklin, and we've got a great show today. We're going to talk with Becky Chambers of Vibrant Health, and we're going to talk about these vibrating machines. I know you see them on a lot of the upscale gyms. I know I have one in my gym, and I really wanted to go over and vibrate it on before the show. But Linda, you were going to try that today. Did you happen to get over and try one of those vibrating plates?
Yeah, I did. My trainer, and I told him that I wanted to try, and I went on, and I think I'll probably, I'll do it again. I want to hear about all the benefits of it, but I mean, it certainly, it was very powerful. It was a big machine, and it was, so every part of your body was was taking part in it. So even when I opened up my mouth to talk, it went, even how you tell when you're vibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. I didn't stay on too long because I had other things that I needed to do in my workout, and I didn't want to overdo it the first time. But I certainly, it felt good because every part of your body was kind of moving at the same time.
Is it similar to, since I've never been on one, like I have a Sharp Ribbons massage chair, and the whole thing shakes you like
No. It's not like a massage chair. Massage chair is, it's so low. It goes back and forth, but your whole body is not doing that when you're on a massage chair. And I think that the vibration is so much lower. This was really powerful.
Okay.
So, your whole body was, even your voice was, shaky, like vibrating. Everything,
right, so
everything. Because
engaged.
Yeah, and you're standing on it, so it's, it's up from the heel, the soles of your feet all the way up to your head. All going on at the same time.
Wow. So yeah, I'm excited. I did some research on this. I went around the internet and looked at some videos and talked to some people who used them and looked at what the experts said. And it, really kind of comes down to, is this, how do you feel after? And, I think that all of these things that we talk about and all the things that Becky Chambers talks about, as being a natural health practitioner and the president of her own company, Vibrant Health. If you guys listening at home want to follow along, or if you're at work today, BC, like Becky Chambers, vibranthealth.com is the website that we'll be referencing today, bcvibranthealth.com. Becky has not paid to be on our show. We're just bringing you more information about something that is unique and different. And Becky has a book out, a whole body vibration book, and it's a great book. I have a copy of it, and I was really surprised how much research is out there about these, this what are they called, WBV training.
Yeah, well, I was surprised too. I saw it in the gym, and I saw people sitting on it, standing on it, all along, but I never did it. And then we got the book, and I said, oh, this is interesting. There's one right at the gym. I think I have to go try it. I don't know how it takes the place of a workout, and I wouldn't, until I talk to Becky or understand more, I certainly wouldn't discontinue anything that I was doing in my workout with the weight training and the stretching and the cardio and all the things that I do to try and stay healthy. But if I could add that to my training, I certainly kind of a spiritual thing too, because we always talk about vibration on the show, and go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to talk about, like, when we hear the word, like, people have a low vibration or we want to raise our vibrational level and all like that. I'm like, can we, like, plug ourselves into a machine and raise that level? Or, what is this, like, are they different vibrations? Like, I'm excited to talk to her about some of this stuff.
No, well, a vibration is, where you're vibrating in the world. Not through exercise or anything, but how you're kind of conducting your life and your happiness level and your health level and all the other levels. And the higher your vibration, I think the better, the more evolved you are, the more conscious you are. We talk about that all the time, and that's a goal. That's one of my goals, is to keep on making that better. So I don't know if you, I don't know if you can, be so definitive and really understand everything that it is. But, when people are vibrating at a higher level, those are the people that you want to have in your sphere.
Right.
That's the way you want to be. They're just more, just happier people. Less crazy, less, I say crazy, and crazy for me means, running around all the time and busy, and taking no time to be quiet and all of that. And I always feel that those people are kind of, they just don't know. They're at a low vibration, although when you're with them, it really, you don't want to be, it's too hard to be in their company.
It is. But I wonder, like, and when we bring Becky on, I wonder what the correlation is, though, between, like, like when you increase your health and you increase your wellness and you get out of pain and you improve your body. I was reading about some of the stuff that proven benefits to your health that she talks about, like raising the serotonin level, your human growth hormone increases. These are things that when you feel better, you're going to naturally vibrate at a higher vibration anyway. So I do think there's.
Not necessarily. Okay. I don't know. You will, and you're certainly doing yourself a favor. I have to tie you into the spiritual part, and I don't know what that tie-in is. Because when I go to the gym and I work out, and I always feel better after I do, but that doesn't mean that I become more conscious in my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, it's a different practice. When I do my meditation every day now, when I feel that's sort of working on raising my consciousness level. And
see,
boy,
that's where you and I are different, because you like to sit still during your meditations, and I like to have walking, running, or working out meditations. So maybe that's where we're different.
Yeah, I like quiet, and I like stillness. That's my thing. Everybody has their own thing, and I think part of this journey that all of us are on is finding out what our thing is. And that's part of the work. What really turns you on, what makes you feel good, not what so-and-so is doing or the other guy is doing, but what works for you. We've talked about that before, finding out, what is your mission? Why are you here? And how do you best accomplish that? And what makes you feel good. It's so simple, really. What makes you feel good?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt anybody else or hurt the environment. Well, I'm going to introduce, I'd like to bring Becky Chambers on, because she's probably chomping at the bit, wanting to jump in on some of these topics. Becky, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Linda and I both have copies of your book. So you want to weigh in on vibration?
Yes, I do.
All right, knock our socks off.
All right, I don't know where to start.
Well, we got about 3 minutes to commercial break. So why don't we start with, you can introduce yourself, talk a little bit about your background, and then when we come back from the break, we've got a full 45 minutes to talk about all these great topics.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Becky Chambers, and I have a long history of health issues, starting from when I was very young, a child with 30 years of depression at that point, just starting out on. And then everything fell apart in my body, from allergies to joint problems to nervous system problems and a lot of organ problems, just a disaster zone. I was allergic to everything on the planet. And then I will tell you the things that helped me get better the most the most important things were whole body vibration, homeopathy, which is energy medicine, and nutrition. You need all three of those. You put those three together and you can just have an incredible stepping up of your body's ability to heal itself. So that's who I am. And my mission is to bring these things to people, all the people out there who need them so badly. You know, we're a country and a world who needs all this help to raise our vibrations and feel better and be at our best on all levels.
Okay, so you've got, just for people, I always like to answer, why should we listen to Becky Chambers? Not only do you have all these natural health approaches for over 30 years, but you do have your bachelor's in biology from UMass Amherst. You've got your master's in education from Lesley University. You went to Clayton College of Natural Health. You're the author of at least 2 or 3 books: The Whole Body Vibration, Future of Good Health, and Homeopathy plus Whole Body Vibration, combining 2 energy medicines and night's healing. These are really, really great concepts for us to study today and learn about so that we can be our very best, as Linda Franklin talked about, to figure out why we're here, to do our very best while we're here, and why not enjoy ourselves and feel good at the same time. The website that we're visiting today is bcvibranthealth.com. That's Becky Chambers, bcvibranthealth.com. When we come back from the break, we're going to talk about the correlation between energy medicine, vibration, vibrational therapy, and then also the vibration of our bodies and our home and our spirit. And Linda, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to go over today. I'm so excited. I got my pen ready. I'm ready to take my notes. When we come back from the break, we'll be visiting with Becky Chambers, natural health practitioner and president of Vibrant Health.
We've got lots more Powered Up with Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin after these messages.
If you could live your life truly standing in a place of peace, joy, and abundance, wouldn't that make your heart soar? Now you can, with Lessons in Joyful Living, with your host, Kimberly Rinaldi, Mondays at noon Central. Kimberly Rinaldi, having created a highly successful coaching practice, now teaches Lessons in Joyful Living. She believes in empowering others and that through it, you have the ability to break through any and all barriers, thus allowing you to reach your greatest potential and joyfully step into your life's purpose. What used to take weeks, months, or even years, she can now teach you in a matter of hours with her programs. For more on Kim and her show, go to her website, KimberlyRinaldi.com. That's RINALDI.com. Then join us for Lessons in Joyful Living with your host, Kimberly Rinaldi. In today's business world, a helping hand or idea that doesn't come with an invoice is a treasured find. And if that happens to you, then you need to pay it forward to keep other entrepreneurs from making mistakes or getting a raw deal. It's called Paying It Forward with Josephine Girassi, Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Central. Josephine is going to have the guests describe their accomplishments, the lessons they've learned, both good and bad, and then sharing those pieces of knowledge as we create a movement of paying it forward. For more information about Josephine, her business, and background, you can go to mymomknowsbest.com. Josephine Girassi has always been a problem solver. She saw this need and has turned it into a movement. It's Paying It Forward, with tips, tools, and advice and hard lessons learned. These pieces of knowledge can make a huge difference for you, your business, and others. So join us for Paying It Forward with Josephine Girassi, Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central on TogiNet.com.
We're back with with Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin. Here's some more Powered Up with Beck and Franklin.
Hey ladies, this is Sandra Beck and I'm here with Linda Franklin, and we are visiting today with Becky Chambers. Now, this is so exciting. We're going to talk to one of the world's most foremost experts on vibrational therapy and homeopathy. She's written a book about vibrant health and whole body vibration and homeopathy plus whole body vibration. Becky Chambers. Wow. Okay, so let's hit the nail on the head first. Our vibration. How is our vibration, like when you say low vibration or he's got a low vibration, how is that related to the vibrational therapy or the vibrational machine? Is there any correlation?
There absolutely is a correlation, but what you're talking about are two different types of vibration, actually. The vibration, whole body vibration plate is a mechanical vibration. It's a mechanical movement. The plate moves up and down very fast. Now, our chi energy, our vibrations that you were talking about that a person has and is like hopefully going to higher vibrations, that's electromagnetic energy waves. That's a different type of vibration. It's an electromagnetic vibration. But there is a huge connection because people are like liquid crystals in that we are highly organized molecular structures, right? Now follow with me. All crystals have a property called piezoelectricity, and it is the ability to turn mechanical vibration into electromagnetic energy. So whenever a person or any kind of being stands on a vibrating plate, they instantly turn that mechanical vibration into the exact electromagnetic frequencies that they need to balance, and their energy meridians get their chakras spinning, put more energy, electromagnetic chi energy into their body. So it gives you energy, physical energy immediately. And it unblocks your energy meridians. It gets your chakras spinning. And my book about homeopathy plus whole body vibration talks about how it seems to also become like an energy detox. So it helps you let go of negative energy that's been stuck and held within you. And when you combine it with homeopathy, which kind of really triggers the release of these, because what it's doing is it's bringing to the surface negative energy. Then you need the homeopathic remedy to let it go. And this is how you this is an incredibly powerful way to raise your energy, your electromagnetic energy vibrations.
Well, and I just want to jump in here, Linda, before you say something. If people are thinking like piezoelectricity is such like, woo-woo, if you've turned on your computer today, if you've got a quartz watch, if you've got a microphone or you use voice recognition software, all of those things that we turn sound energy into electrical signals is piezoelectricity. It's been around forever, goes back to the gramophone. So I just wanted to clarify that, because sometimes when we use the word, people are like, oh, she just made that up, or oh, that's not really real. But I just wanted to jump in and clarify that there is actual, there's physics behind this. Linda, go ahead.
I can corroborate what you were saying, Becky, because my trainer, who is very, very spiritual and has wonderful gifts, when I asked him, that he's been on it, he said when he went on it, it was like he had the same reaction as when we were doing yoga with one of those big gongs. When those big gongs vibrate, and it sort of puts you into almost like a meditative state. And so that was the same reaction he went when he was on the vibrating machine. But now I really want to understand, and so when I went on today, because it was new, I wasn't in that zone. I was just kind of experiencing what it felt like. So I and I was holding on because this thing was moving really, really fast. So when you get on there, would you incorporate, if you're doing a workout like I am at the gym, would you do it before you do the rest of your stretching and lifting and all of the other things that you do?
Yeah, I would recommend doing it at the beginning of your workout. And I would recommend not doing a whole lot, actually. Vibration is incredibly powerful, and it's a huge, not only energy detox, but chemical detox, which is great. But if you do too much vibration too soon, you can feel worse instead of better, because it's like, detoxing, too much detoxing from anything can make you feel.
Right.
So you want to start slow, but if you did a little bit, like even just a couple of minutes, a minute or two.
Yeah, that's all I did.
That's good. That's really good. For the first time, I would just do a minute or two and see how you react to it. And then gradually build up your time. But it'll give you instantly energy, and serotonin levels go up, and chi energy goes up. It releases norepinephrine, which gives you energy, and testosterone, which gives you energy. So you're going to have a great workout because you're full of energy and you're in a great mood. And also pain and inflammation levels drop really rapidly. Again, that energy effect, that piezoelectricity effect, triggering a sort of almost acupuncture-like effect, which will lower pain and inflammation very rapidly. So if you've got sore joints or sore muscles, and you do a couple of minutes on your vibration before you do your workout, you're going to all around have a better workout.
In your book, you were talking about it's even more beneficial than weightlifting or doing. Could this machine kind of eliminate the rest, or does it work in conjunction with the rest to keep your body healthy?
Yeah, I would never say that nobody should ever lift weights, because some people really love it too, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And but for the person who really doesn't want to lift weights, you can get those benefits from whole body vibration. It's a lot of those benefits, possibly not building as much muscle mass, but increasing muscle strength and flexibility, balance, coordination. Bone density is a big one. It's very, very powerful in bone density. In that case, it's actually way better than lifting weights. It is so fantastic for bone density that NASA sends these machines into space with the astronauts, and the astronauts strap themselves down onto the machine 15 minutes a day, and they don't lose bone density, which is normally a huge problem in space.
Well, that's great, because, the women that listen to this show, they're women that are, over 50, probably in menopause or approaching menopause, and what happens then? Then you really have to take care of your bones with the lifting, and if this helps with that, then that's a real benefit, because we used to think calcium was the answer, and then when my gynecologist said no, calcium isn't the answer, I stopped taking calcium.
Well, you want a really balanced nutritional mineral supplement, not too much of one and not enough of the other. But, it's interesting because it's actually, the latest research is that it is the quivering of muscle fibers against your bone, where it attaches to bone, that signals your bone that it needs to increase bone density. You cannot get any more quivering muscles than when you're standing on a vibration plate. Automatically, involuntarily, every muscle fiber in your body starts firing and quivering against the bone, which is a 20 to 50 times per second. It is sending that signal to your bones. Say you end up working out, you build up slowly. You want to build up slowly, but get up to 10 minutes a day, and you are sending a massive, massive signal to your bones to increase bone density. And not only that, you're sending this huge signal to your brain to grow, for those neurons to be here, because nothing is better for your brain than exercise, and whole body vibration is exercise on steroids. It is really intense.
So if there's an older person that really didn't do a lot of exercise and is now feeling the consequences of that, and let's say then they're in their 60s or their 70s, would this be a good place to start without hurting them?
Yes, absolutely. I'm qualifying that with, be sure to check out the contraindications. They're listed on my website. They're in my book. Vibration is very, very powerful, and there are certain conditions that you do not want to do it with at all.
Like what? Just give us an example of those.
Yeah, pregnancy. You don't want to shake the baby.
Like congestive heart failure or serious problems.
Yeah.
Or even things like kidney stones and gallstones. Those can suddenly, and blood clots, because if you shake that clot or kidney stone loose, it can end up going somewhere that it's not supposed to be and will cause trouble. So you do want to check those things out. Migraines, epilepsy, vertigo, all of those are things to be very careful with vibrations. Sometimes if it's not very serious, you can do a little bit on a gentle machine and it might help it get better. But those are definitely, do not jump on a big machine and just get going with those things.
What about somebody that has back issues or like a scoliosis or something? Would that
some back issues are okay and some are not. You need to check that out carefully.
Okay. All right. It's good to know.
I'm going to jump in really quick here when we talk about elderly people because, Becky, I take care of my 82-year-old dad. And one of the things that I was thinking about, like he has to lean over to the left, lean over to the right because he's got those crystals in his ear, the things that cause, balance imbalance. When you get older, it gets like more like sluggish. It's not nice and loose and free. Would that be something that might assist him in his balance?
Well, vibration is famous for improving balance because it's stimulating the proprioceptors, which is the part of your nervous system that deals with balance, very intensely. So it's giving it a good workout. But on the other hand, if a person has vertigo, where their head is spinning, and that can happen when you have the crystals, then you do not want to use vibration, or it has to be extremely carefully and gently done. It might a little bit it might help a lot if you started really slow. But vertigo is like migraines and epilepsy, and it can suddenly get much worse if you do vibration. So I wouldn't recommend it without very knowledgeable help in that area. Somebody who really understands vibration and natural health and knows how to help you do it. The other thing I really want to
wait, hold on. I need to take us to commercial break. This is really helpful because, just because these things are in the gym doesn't mean you should just hop on and go for a ride and expect to feel better. So this is, I think, really important discussion that we're having. We're visiting today with Becky Chambers. Her book is Whole Body Vibration. She also has Homeopathy plus Whole Body Vibration. You can pick these up at BC, like Becky Chambers, vibranthealth.com.
We've got lots more Powered Up with Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin after these messages.
This is for all you girls about 42. Tossing pennies into the fountain of youth.
In today's business world, a helping hand or idea that doesn't come with an invoice is a treasured find. And if that happens to you, then you need to pay it forward to keep other entrepreneurs from making mistakes or getting a raw deal. It's called Paying It Forward with Josephine Gerasi, Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Central. Josephine is going to have the guests describe their accomplishments, the lessons they've learned, both good and bad, and then sharing those pieces of knowledge as we create a movement of paying it forward. For more information about Josephine, her business, and background, you can go to mymomknowsbest.com. Josephine Gerasi has always been a problem solver. She saw this need and has turned it into a movement. It's Paying It Forward with tips, tools, and advice and hard lessons learned. These pieces of knowledge can make a huge difference for you, your business, and others. So join us for Paying It Forward with Josephine Gerasi, Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central on TogiNet.com. Congratulations on being the proud owner of an adorable, soft, cuddly, sweet-smelling, smiling, cooing, hungry, tired, gassy, screaming little bundle of joy. So now what? Where's the owner's manual for this thing? Where are my instructions? Right here. It's Baby and Toddler Instructions with Blythe Lipman on TogiNet.com. Infant care specialist Blythe Lipman has worked with babies for over 20 years and works extensively with new parents, providing workshops, in-home visits, tips, and daily phone calls to ease those frazzled nerves. With Baby and Toddler Instructions, you can get the advice you need on how to survive and enjoy your baby's first year. For more information on Blythe and how she can help you, go to babyinstructions.com. From 32 ways to stop a baby from crying to 14 ways to get a baby to eat and so much more. It's Baby and Toddler Instructions with Blythe Lipman on TogiNet.com.
We're back with Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin. Here's some more Powered Up with Beck and Franklin.
This is for all you.
Hey, ladies, this is Sandra Beck. I'm here with Linda Franklin, and we were talking with Becky Chambers about vibrational therapy. And Becky, on the break, I want you to finish your thought, that we went to before break, but I'd also like you to share with me what's being done in different countries that may not have access to electricity or access to, vibrating machines or vibrating devices.
Okay, well, what I was about to say, because you had brought up your 82-year-old father, he do, and what's safe for him, is a very important point, is that there is a huge range of different types of vibration machines at this point, from machines that cost couple $100 to $6,000, and the power and the type of vibration varies greatly. So the most therapeutic type of vibration is single motor vertical vibration. You don't want a really powerful machine, actually, for the most therapeutic and safest type. A very gentle, or on the gentler side, vertical vibration. So what you really want to stay away from, actually, is really big, powerful machines that have two motors in them, because it's not syncing for your brain, and that does not help your chi energy and your brain's ability to function at its highest level. So just research it a little bit. Check out my website. Read my book. There's a lot of information available there about what's the best type of vibration and what would be the right type for you, because it depends on the person also. All right. So, and then you asked me about other countries and what can they do. So there's some really exciting stuff there, because whole body vibration machines were developed initially in part because of the understanding that in some cultures, people stand on their toes. They've developed on the front of their feet and bounce on their heels, with their heel bouncing against the ground, up and down, creating a vibration for themselves. And it is therapeutic for them and good for them. So anybody, anywhere, anytime can do that, which is pretty exciting. Even if you're stuck in a chair and you can't get up, you can bounce your heels on the floor. And then the other thing I was mentioning to Sandra was this really interesting fact about cats, that cats don't just purr when they're happy. They also purr when they're sick. And that's because vibration is really therapeutic and great, and it helps them heal. So, I don't know, maybe you can develop purring, but that might be hard. So maybe pat your cat.
Well, Sandra, I think we have to trade in our dogs for some cats now.
I know, but that's okay. I don't know if I'm going to be jumping on my heels anytime soon, but I'm sure I'm going to lay in my massage chair, though, and put it on vibrate. Because it's funny, I just thought that just feels good because it feels good. But it really does feel good for a whole bunch of different reasons.
Yeah, it does. Which is, as you pointed out in the beginning, the vibrating machines, the whole body vibration machines are more powerful. So you will get a more effective, you'll get a bigger dose of all the benefits using a vibration machine, whole body vibration plate. But that's not, the chairs are great. And especially for older people, that would be really even better.
Or lazy people like me who like to lay down and work out.
Yeah. Well, one thing about the whole body vibration actually is you can get 90% of the benefits just standing on it, because it is not just a workout. It is an intense workout if you want to do that, but you are still, even if you just stand there, you're going to be raising neurotransmitter levels in your brain and hormone levels and getting that piezoelectricity effect that we were talking about, when you raise your energy vibrations, and this huge stimulation of your brain, which your brain's in control of your whole body. So that's big. That's very big, having your brain work at its best level. So there's endless benefits. And your bone density, the best way to increase bone density is to actually stand there, just stand there, because it transmits the vibration through your whole body more effectively than if you bend your knees. If you bend your knees, then your legs work like shock absorbers, and that's why it's a big workout. If you want to get the muscle strengthening effects, you do like exercise positions, and you exercise on the machine, and then your body has to hold your muscles have to hold your body weight against the vibration, which is hard work, actually. Think of a guy with a jackhammer and the arm muscles they develop.
Oh, God,
Not that whole body vibration feels like that, but it's the idea. It is really hard work to hold weight against vibration.
Well, and it's hard work to hold weight anyway. When you look at, I take a Pilates class and we use a lot of our own body weight, and it's a great workout. Do you know if the binaural beats have anything to do with this vibrational therapy? I mean, I'm just curious if you listen to binaural beat music, which I also find very relaxing, and then lay in the massage chair and vibrate, are you getting double the benefit, or are we canceling things out?
No, you're not canceling things out. It's vibration itself actually is doing the same thing to some extent that binaural beats is. That is helping to synchronize your brain, sending a very synchronized message into your brain and creating a synchronized brainwave state, which, like somebody pointed out earlier, is like instant meditation almost. It puts you into a meditative state, helps your brain relax, but not relax, energize and work together. Forgot where I was.
Is vibration therapy, is that part of homeopathy, or is that a separate medicine?
Separate.
Oh, it's separate.
Separate as a modality, but if you're doing them together, they work very synergistically together and both become more powerful because, as what I was saying before, the vibration causes, the onion layer theory description of health, how you have these many layers of energy disturbances and health issues. So you generally can only work at what is at the surface, and you work to let go of whatever's on at the current state that you're in. The next layer down is another energy level, and vibration helps to bring that layer to the surface more quickly. Homeopathy releases the layer that's at the surface, the energy disturbance that's at the surface. So the whole process of reaching a higher state and improving your health and your life, your whole life, because when you're changing your energy, you are changing your physical body, but also your emotional, psychological, spiritual, mental state. So, and that, of course, puts a different energy out into the universe, which brings different things, better things into your life. So that process just speeds up, and you just make enormous progress in a short time.
Becky, let's get into homeopathy now. And for people that don't really understand it or know what it is, just give us a brief explanation of what it is and why it's so beneficial.
Okay, homeopathy is energy medicine. You are looking for it. In that sense, it's sort of almost more like acupuncture than it's like herbs, which a lot of people confuse it with herbs, but it's not. You're getting a remedy, and you want to match up the remedy with the energy state that a person is in. Like MRIs show that our brains are putting out all kinds of electromagnetic energy, right? It carries a certain energy, and that energy, there's often like negative aspects, trauma in our lives causes fears and negative states and thoughts and beliefs and feelings that get stored in our brains and in our bodies, which then express themselves through physical symptoms. So when you can match up the right substance that resonates with the person's energy state already, it is incredibly powerful in the physical world. Think of when a singer hits a note and a glass shatters. That's an energy resonance reaction in the physical world. It's like, it seems really magical when suddenly your physical symptoms change because you took a little, a squirt of water that energized water, or a few pellets that had some energy. But think of like when you flick a switch and light goes on in your room, or you are listening to the radio, or you're watching TV and there's all these people in your radio and your TV. That is electromagnetic energy. That's the phenomena that can happen when you're using electromagnetic energy. It seems magical if you don't understand how the energy waves work, but it is not magic. It is science. It is quantum science, actually.
So what does a person have to do? If a person decides that they're just not feeling right and they want to do something about it and they want to go another route, so they would have to go to see a homeopathic doctor, a practitioner, sort of get analyzed, get on the couch and see, what's going on, and then that person would prescribe something for you to take?
You certainly can do that, and that's a great way to go, because there are highly trained homeopaths around the country. There's websites and information in my book about how to find them, but you can go online and find websites where there's listings of all kinds of trained homeopaths around the country. However, there are also self-help books, which I list in my book, that can help you learn how to use homeopathy. And it's just really exciting and fun. One of my first experiences doing homeopathy myself, after I'd been to a homeopath and had incredible results, so I was all excited. And then my dog was sick. This is like 25 years ago at least. And I went to the store and I got a book on natural health for dogs that had some homeopathy in there, and I ended up giving her a remedy, and the problem just disappeared. Almost like instantly. I was so thrilled because it had been an ongoing problem for 6 months that I had kept going to the doctor, the veterinarian for, and was making no progress. So it's not impossible for people to learn to do this for themselves to some extent. More difficult problems, it's good to use to consult with a professional, highly trained homeopath who really knows what they're doing, because you can put a lot of years into study into it to get.
Okay. When we come back, I want to really understand what the different medicines are and where one would get them.
You know what? I need to take us to commercial break. This is Powered Up Talk Radio with Linda Franklin and Becky Chambers and Sandra Beck. We're talking about natural health. We're talking about vibrant health. When we come back from the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about homeopathy and how it works with vibrational medicine. This is Sandra Beck from Powered Up Talk Radio. We'll be back again after the break.
We've got lots more Powered Up with Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin after these messages.
LinkedIn. It's a great tool and a great way to do business in today's social media driven world. And Carol McManus is the LinkedIn Lady with the LinkedIn Lady Show, Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern on allbusinessradionetwork.com. The LinkedIn Lady Show is designed to inform, inspire, and educate businesses. Every social media site has a specific demographic, personality, and purpose. And the LinkedIn Lady will interview a variety of guests, such as business owners who can showcase their business and talk about how they use social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google+, Pinterest, and of course, LinkedIn. For more on Carol and the show, check out her website, LinkedInLady.com. As trends change and new applications become available, the LinkedIn Lady Show will bring that information to you in an easy-to-use, fun, and engaging way. Every Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern, it's the LinkedIn Lady Show with Carol McManus on allbusinessradionetwork.com.
It's merging never heard.
Did you hear about the Gaberlunzie bear caught rummaging through a refrigerator in an apartment in Colorado? The tenant heard noises coming from the kitchen and saw a bear with his head in the fridge, looking for anything it could eat. What's a word for food that's unfit for human consumption? Ma wallop. The tenant locked himself in his bedroom and called for help. What's a word for the fear of bears? Ursophobia. We have lots of bears near our Colorado cabin, and we have been told that pepper spray will keep them away. But the idea that it would keep a 500-pound grizzly bear from attacking seems ridiculous to me. I think I'll try the pepper spray on myself and hope the bear doesn't like spicy foods.
It's merging never heard.
I'm Carolyn Davidson, and you can have fun challenging your words you never heard vocabulary with my free app, Too Funny for Words.
We're back with Sandra Beck and Linda Franklin. Here's more Powered Up with Beck and Franklin.
Hey, ladies, this is Sandra Beck. I'm here with Linda Franklin. And for those of you that liked the first 3/4 of today's show, you can find more shows like this. Can you guys hear me? I feel like I'm breaking up.
You're echoing.
I'm echoing. Okay, we've got a mess in Maple Leaf Garden over here. We're going to turn this over to Roy. Roy, you going to help us out here?
I didn't change anything.
Sound.
I don't think I can hear you now. Yeah, when I did that, I couldn't hear you. How's that?
That's
I can
better.
just barely hear you now. Let's turn it up. Okay.
Okay, so we want to thank Roy. We'll give Roy show credit for today's episode. When we talk about the different energy medicines, Linda, you had a great question.
Well, yeah, I'd just like to know, like what are the different homeopathic remedies, and then where would one get them? And how would you know, and how would you know the right ones? I guess by either going to a practitioner or reading the book, and you kind of just match up your ailment to the remedy?
Yeah. You're looking for all the remedies have, through extensive testing, have there certain emotional and mental and physical symptoms that are known to be associated with particular energy states and remedies. So when you match, you can look at all this information in books, and you try to match up your situation with the known symptoms associated with a particular remedy. If you get a true resonance, then it will be very effective in helping you to get better. So for home use, you can buy these remedies at retail outlets, natural health outlets like Whole Foods or Vitamin Shop, these kind of places. They almost always have homeopathic remedies. They're usually little vials that hold little tiny pellets, and you take like 5 of them a couple times a day. And they will sell the homeopathic remedies in the proper potencies that are safe to use at home. So you only want to use low potency when you're trying to do it on your own. If you went to a professional homeopath, one, there's a better chance you'll get the right remedy, because it's actually quite an art to figure out the right remedy, and can take quite a lot of practice and study to be good at it. They also might use higher potency remedies, which you shouldn't use on your own, because they're so powerful that if you took the wrong one, it could cause you to feel worse instead of better. And some of those higher potency remedies are available on Amazon, but I do not recommend using higher than 30C remedies, which are the ones you buy at like Whole Foods, because they're just too powerful to try on your own.
Becky, I have a question. What if you're on a prescribed medication, or you're taking other supplements? Would this conflict?
No, it doesn't conflict with other things at all. Okay, there are some other things that will stop homeopathic remedies from working. Actually, those are more like coffee, things with very strong smells, like camphor and menthol and mint and coffee. So, but generally, it works really well to do it while you're on another medication. You take these natural approaches, and your symptoms start to get better, and you can often taper off then of your drug with even your doctor's approval, because your symptoms are going away and you're getting better. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I was just thinking about, like, I go to a naturopath. She's a specialist in Chinese medicine and naturopathic medicine. What's the difference between homeopathic and naturopathic?
Naturopathic doctors, they study all kinds of natural methods. Most often they're usually using a lot of Chinese herbs, like you just mentioned, and a lot of nutrition and nutritional products. Some of them use a little bit of homeopathy. Homeopathy is very different. It is a type of natural health, so they might do that. But homeopathy is energy medicine, closer in a way to acupuncture than it is to herbs and nutrition, because it's really energies that are having the big effect on you when you're taking a homeopathic remedy. They usually do start from natural products like herbs and minerals and animal products, but the way that the remedy is made from that original substance is such that there's nothing left of the original substance. Only the energy imprint in the water has been imprinted on the water, almost like when you take a CD and you put electromagnetic energy into it and then you can play music. You had a CD without anything on it is very different than a CD that plays music. And that's like the difference between regular water and water or sugar pellets that have a homeopathic remedy imprinted into it. Do you understand?
Yeah. Now you said there were 3 points that you thought helped you recover your body: the whole body vibration, the homeopathy, and the nutrition. What and I know we've only got a couple minutes between the end of the show, but do you have any, like, what are your top 10 things everybody should be putting in their body other than, like, fresh water?
Well, the most important thing to remember when you're looking at food is whole foods. Stay far away from processed foods because they lose all their nutrients when they go through processing. So it's so complicated these days with nutrition, but the simplest thing is to make sure you're eating whole foods. And then I'm hoping I'm going to be able to offer people an incredible product, which I've been taking for 10 years, but I've had just great difficulty getting enough of it to make it available to people. It has over 100 different ingredients in it. It's a nutritional drink, but it's developed by a doctor who is incredibly brilliant. And it was a big part of my healing because it has just a huge range of nutrients all packed in there, made from whole foods. It's a whole food nutritional powder with 100 different ingredients all packed in there. So I depend on that, to be honest with you.
So whole foods, vibrate, and choose homeopathic remedies, or do you just have and I'm just, excuse me for my ignorance, but do we have is there a homeopathic lifestyle, or is homeopathy just to solve problems?
Well, by lifestyle, I guess it does solve problems, and I use it much more extensively than most people think of it, using it, even homeopaths, because I've just really seen that. Well, I happen to have had like a huge onion of problems, and many people don't realize that it is, if you're having problems in life, it is related to energy issues. Problems in your physical, emotional, psychological, it's all related to energy issues. So you can help solve not just your physical problems, but absolutely psychological, behavioral, emotional issues. All of that is super useful to use homeopathy with.
Becky, at the beginning, when you were talking about the machines and the vibration, and it kind of brings up to the surface, and you said homeopathy really, now that they're at the surface, the homeopathy actually takes them out of your system. Supplements, like you're adding things into your body, but is it the homeopathy that's actually taking them out of your body?
Well, it's not taking nutrients out of your body, but it is.
No, it's the bad stuff.
It's letting
That's
go.
a very technical term, bad stuff.
Yes. It is more effective for letting go of negative energy, which often means negative thoughts that are deep in your subconscious that are so hard to let go of and change, right? I mean, we can struggle forever trying to let go of that early message we got when we were a child that we weren't good enough. And it just doesn't go away, right? But homeopathic remedies, it's like when a glass shatters. And when a singer hits the right note and a glass shatters, it is so powerful and quick. And then sometimes you take one of these remedies just once. You shatter that glass, and the negative stuff held within just kind of drifts off on its own over the next 6 months.
Yeah, because that's held at a cellular level, right? I mean, it's really deep down.
Yeah, it's subconscious brain, thoughts, mind. It's in your mind is where it's so powerfully working. And that's really powerful, because when it's in your negative energy is in your subconscious, you can't even tell it's there. That's the meaning of subconscious. You don't know it's there. But it's affecting your physical body, it's affecting your life, it's affecting your relationships and how you interact, your motivation, how you interact in the world.
And who you attract.
Absolutely.
That's a big one. Okay, I'm sorry, Pop. We've got some sound quality problems here. But I want to let everybody know about your books, Whole Body Vibration, The Future of Good Health. Where can people buy your books?
Amazon and my website. Currently, it's going to hopefully be in bookstores soon, but currently Amazon and my website, which is BC for Becky Chambers, vibranthealth.com.
Well, Becky, I want to thank you for being our guest today. If you have one piece of advice for people that you could give to me in the next 10 seconds, what would it be?
Love yourself. That's what and letting go of negative energy is all about. It's about being able to see the true you, maybe hidden under lots of negative energy, but deep inside we are all sparks of God and beautiful and full of potential. So energy medicine's all about releasing finding that spirit and letting it shine.
Becky Chambers, Whole Body Vibration. Check her book out at Amazon or go to bcvibranthealth.com. We'll be back again next week. This is Sandra Beck from Powered Up Talk Radio with Linda Franklin.
We're so glad you joined us for Powered Up with Beck and Franklin. Sandra Beck, Los Angeles-based single mother and technology company owner, knows what it's like to be fit, funny, and fantastic in your 40s. Linda Franklin, a New Yorker with a successful marriage and